Now, it's possible the previous generation of tech leaders never had this as a part of their job description. The question is it possible to practice now on home ground before you hit the pro levels? It's a privilege when someone willingly trades their time to listen to you. That privilege is not to be taken lightly. In your journey from a techie to a tech leader, you'll be required to voice your thoughts on numerous occasions. First, in low-stakes situations such as team meetings, leadership updates, and customer presentations, and eventually in high-stakes situations such as town hall meetings, tech conferences, media interviews, analyst discussions, and so on. In the absence of preparation, these situations do more harm than good. Here's an example. Not many years ago, we helped a tech leader with a video interview featuring a top business journalist. From a marketing perspective, we shared all the required research, and the journalist, for his part, also gave a complete picture of what to expect. Despite the warm-up, the moment the camera went on, the leader went into long monologues, started repeating information, filled up the narrative with buzzwords, and sounded totally incoherent. This turned out to be a disaster both for the individual as well as the organization. Now, it's possible the previous generation of tech leaders never had this as a part of their job description. But then, you are expected to be a brand ambassador, the face of the organization in your own capacity. Given this demand, the question is it possible to practice now on home ground before you hit the pro levels? Well, of course, one of the recommendations we provide to our participants is to approach these situations as if it's a TED Talk. Certainly, you don't have to be that dramatic, but how about being aware of the audience needs, setting appropriate context, being purposeful, working on the overall structure, evaluating the emotions at play, figuring out when to raise the pace and when to slow down, and so on. This happens in a crude way at first and eventually gets better and better until it becomes muscle memory. But if you're thinking this might be hard and time consuming, let me assure you, even with a basic understanding of story structures, you will be able to ace these situations. To keep at it, all we have to remember is it's a privilege when someone willingly trades their time to listen to you, whether it's your team, your leadership, your clients, or people outside the organization. That privilege is not to be taken lightly. So the next time, before you go in front of an audience, ask, if this was a TED Talk, how would I approach my presentation? Meanwhile, stay connected as we prep you up for leadership roles with business storytelling skills.